Good morning, um, everyone. Now let's try to process the practice tests that I have given to you last time related to item analysis. So we will start with item number one. It says here, what is the level of difficulty of the given test item? So first, to identify the level of the given test item is that we are going to determine the difficulty index. And to do that one, we are going to divide. So when we are going to add 12 and 6, so we have 18. So that is 18 divided by a total number of students. If we add all of them, this is equal to 48. So 18 divided by 48, which is equal to 0.375. Okay, then try to refer it to your notes. No, where does 0.375 belong to? And that belongs to a moderate level. So for this case, this is moderate. Next one, what can you interpret about the test item in terms of discrimination index? So actually, no need to compute for this one. No need to compute for this one. If we try to observe, there are more students who got it correct in the upper group than in the lower group. So if there are more students who got it correct in the upper group, then that would mean the we have a positive discrimination index. So if we try to compute the discrimination index for that one, 12 minus 6, so that is 6 divided by, we have a total of the largest in either of the two groups, so we have 24, 6 over 24, that is same, no? 6 over, so that is 0.25. So that is a positive discrimination index. Okay. Which of the following is not an effective distractor? So we can say that it is effective if it should attract, if the distractor should attract more students in the lower group than in the upper group. So if we try to look at D, it attracted more in the lower group, so that's a good distractor. Also with B, there are more students to select in the lower group, so that is also a good distractor. But however, letter A, there are only few students who got it, who were attracted to letter A than to letter than in the upper group, no? So lower siya than in the upper group. So therefore, letter A is not an effective distractor. So for this one, letter A. No? This is letter A. Okay. The next one. Which of the following items the given table should accept? No? So given Miss Salomon had an item analysis and got these results, no? Okay, acceptance interval for difficulty index is 0.20 to 0.80. And based on that interval, only item 1 got fit into. And if we try to check for discrimination index, the acceptance level is from 0.2 to 1. No? The acceptance interval is 0.2 to 1. So it is accepted in difficulty index, and it is also accepted in the index of discrimination. Therefore, item 1 here is a good item in which Miss Salomon should accept. Oh, so the answer here is item 1. No? Don't worry, there are explanation in the uh, test items. No? This will be returned to you. A discrimination index, next item, discrimination index of an item is negative 0.14. Okay, so when you say discrimination, negative discrimination index, there are more students who select uh, the correct item in the lower group. So therefore, the answer here is letter C, this one. More students from the lower group got the item correct here. Next one. The test item of a difficulty index has a difficulty index of 0.51 and a discrimination index of 0.25. What should the teacher do? Okay, acceptance interval of a difficulty index is 0.2 to 0.80, in which we accept that one. So also discrimination index is 0.2 to 1. So both are accepted. So therefore, this one we should retain the test item. Okay, we should retain the test item. This one, a difficulty index of a test item is 1. So this means, so kung 1, so all of them got the answer correctly. So that means that the test item is very easy. The test item is very easy. Okay. Next item is a criterion-based item analysis. No? Okay, which of the options below should be discarded? Okay, so we don't okay, we will not consider B because that is the correct answer, no? Okay. We should discard the options where uh, okay, an option is a good option for a criterion-based item analysis is that there would be a decrease on those non-correct answer. So for letter A, there since we see a decrease on that, so that is a good option. Also for letter D, there's a decrease, so that is also a good option. But however, for letter C, it doesn't show any decrease, no? So therefore, we should discard letter C. No, we should discard. So there's no changes on letter C. That's why we need to discard it. If the equal or there's an increase, so we should discard it. No? Take note that in the criterion item analysis is that in the post test, there should be more students who will get the answer correct. Okay. Again, no, in the criterion-based item analysis, there should be more students in the post test who will get the item correct. No? Okay. By performing next item, by performing the item analysis, which of the items should be retained? Okay, for this one, okay. Again, no, for a criterion-based item analysis, there should be an increase, no, for those who will get the item correct. Okay, for item 1, there's no changes. So therefore, though many got it correct, but there's no increase, so that is not a good item. Number 2, there's an increase from pre-test to post-test, so therefore that is a good item test. Number 3, okay, there's a decrease, so therefore that is not a good item. Also, number 4 is not a good item, but number 5 is a good item. No, because there is an increase from pre-test to post-test. So the good item here are number 2 and 5. So this is the answer. Okay, number 2 and 5. Now next one, what is the best interpretation for item 3 and 4? Okay, um, maybe it's difficult for item 3, but we cannot say it for item 4. No? So the best explanation to this, because there's no increase, from pre to supposedness, meaning this is not tackled. These items are not tackled in the class. No, these test items are not tackled in the class, or meaning to say, the learning objectives related to these items were not met. So that is the best answer for the last item. So the best answer for this one, learning objectives related to this item, these items are not met. Okay, and I guess that's it. That's it